Hi guys, I hope you're all staying in and feeling great. And I'd like to talk to you today about the first day of spring. That's what our project is about, the first day of spring. And what we're going to need for this project today, we're going to need coffee filters, some kind of a container. I'm going to use a Kleenex box. I'm going to cover it with pretty paper. As you can see here in the one I've already got finished, I've taken a Kleenex box and I'll show you the back. I haven't finished covering it yet, but I just wanted to show you how pretty it can look after you've covered it with paper. And this is the project. We're going to make a bouquet from coffee filters. So earlier this year, around Thanksgiving, I had my students decorate the lunchroom tables with these bright and cheerful flowers using fall colors. Now we're going to be using spring colors to make this bouquet. So the first thing also you're going to need some green paper. Now if you don't have green paper at home, you can take white paper and just color it green or paint it or whatever. And you're going to need some drinking straws and some markers and a squirt bottle with water in it. So step one, we're going to take a coffee filter and choose some colors that you think are springy and pretty. I think I'm going to choose pink and yellow. And you could choose some colors you don't want to put together because they make a muddy mess. For example, you don't want to put purple and yellow together on your flower because it's going to turn gray when you wet it. You don't want to put blue and orange on the same flower, or red and green, because those colors do not, when they're mixed together, they won't make the springy colors that you're going to want. So what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to take it and I'm just going to scribble on it. Just scribble all over it. As you can see, I'm not trying to color the entire thing in. I'm simply scribbling on it. And then I'm going to take the yellow. And again, I'm going to scribble. I'm just going to scribble all over it. And I think I'm going to just lay this one here on the table and scribble it. And I'll hold it up to you just so you can see. So I just scribble all over it. Remember to always put your lids back on your markers and make sure they snap. So as you can see, it's just scribbles. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my water. I'm going to hold it up. And I'm going to squirt it. Now what happens is the markers are water soluble and the marker will begin to run together like watercolor paint. So in a way, you're actually tie-dyeing. It's kind of like tie-dye. You're dyeing your filter. And then I'm going to lay that up and let that dry. And I want to show you the step after it dries. So you want to let it dry. And then after it dries, then you're going to want to take it. Here's one that a student did back in November. So you're going to want to take it and get it in the middle, like this right here. Just kind of bunch it up and twist it together and put yourself a piece of tape on it. I think I forgot to tell you that we would maybe need a little tape, or glue will work after it's dry. Then we're going to stick it into our straw. I'm going to stick another little piece of tape on it. Kind of just tape it together. And now I've got my flower finished, but maybe I don't want my stem to look just like a drinking straw. Maybe I want it to actually be green. So I'm going to take a piece of paper and I'm going to cat-a-corner it on this straw, and I'm going to begin to roll. And when I say cat-a-corner, I mean to turn it sideways like that. Cut like a rectangle, and I begin to roll it and roll it and roll it and roll it and roll it until I get down to the end. Now see, I've made mine a little long, but that's okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to clip it off, and I'm going to tape it down. You could use glue for that step as well. Now, I could cover my box in tissue paper or construction paper. I could use a bottle, just different types of things. Let me show you how I put this one together. I'm going to disassemble it right here so you can see it. As you can see, I cut the top off the Kleenex box, and then I took a styrofoam cup and I poked holes in it to put my flowers in it. I turned it upside down. I poked holes in it to put my flowers in there, and I filled it up, and then I filled it in with flowers all around it. I cut my straws at different lengths to show that you can make some of them shorter, some of them taller. This is the one I just now made, so I think I will leave it just the length that I have it. Now, you might want to make, if you have some green paper, you can take your green paper and you can fold it, and you can just like take some scissors and just cut like the shape of a smile. See that? Fold it. Make sure you cut where that the fold stays together, and you get a leaf. And just randomly stick leaves into your bouquet. And ta-da! We have a pretty bouquet for the first day of spring. And I hope you will click like and subscribe and watch next time. We're going to talk about the spring equinox. See you later.